Yeah.
Them hands
Now
quick.
that was funny.
Say thanks, Drake.
He wanted you.
According to reports following his performance at the tragic Travis Scott Astroworld Festival, Drake was spotted tossing about $1 million on the floor of the Area 29 strip club in Houston. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right here on IO. But first, if you happen to be new here and you don't want to miss another video, make sure you tap that subscribe button. And with that out of the way, let's begin. As per the New York Post, following the tragic Astroworld Festival in Houston, Drake was spotted the next day dropping roughly $1 million at a strip club. It's a weird way to be viewed after releasing such a heartfelt apology, but I suppose we all grieve differently. In a since deleted video, women are seen scooping up a ton of cash as they say to the camera, "Thanks, Drake." And in another post from the Area 29 club, they even tagged Drake in the caption to let people know that he came through. In the deleted post, they said, "Thank you, Champagne Poppy, Roddy Rich." Then they tag like 8 more people and say, "Last night vibes was on point, grand finale tonight, Sunday fun day." Okay, so let's get this timeline correct, shall we? Drake went to this club the day after the festival tragedy, and according to TMZ, he also hosted an after party at Dave & Buster's in Houston the night of the tragedy as well. According to reports, this is where Travis also was notified that 8 people had lost their lives during his show and hundreds more had been injured by a crowd surge. TMZ reported that Travis immediately left the party after finding out. One source goes on to say, "Travis didn't know the severity of the situation when he arrived at the party. As far as timing, this remains consistent with the fact that no one, including the police, had publicly confirmed the gravity of the events that had taken place." The party that everyone went to afterwards was apparently a pre-scheduled event hosted by Drake, as I mentioned earlier, who also allegedly had no idea that anything awful had taken place during the festival. Another source close to this after-party celebration said that most of them did know that people had died during the show, but that they didn't take it seriously because they assumed that it had something to do with an overdose. They go on to say, "Everyone knew people died, but it wasn't taken that seriously because some thought it was drug deaths. They didn't realize. But celebrities, they should have just had grace and canceled everything." Then 2 days later, Drake broke his silence on the matter and said, "I've spent the past few days trying to wrap my mind around this devastating tragedy. I hate resorting to this platform to express an emotion as delicate as grief, but this is where I find myself. My heart is broken for the families and friends of those who lost their lives and for anyone who is suffering. I will continue to pray for all of them and will be of service in any way I can. May God be with you all." Drake is also apparently a regular at this club and also is rumored to have gone in the days before the tragedy as well. I don't really know what's going through their minds when they decide to party after such a horrific event, but I'm sure they'll wake up soon. As of now, there are more than 100 lawsuits that have already been filed against Travis Scott, Drake, and Live Nation. As always though, don't forget to drop us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's video. But for now, I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube, or at least try.